is all part and parcel of the substitution of knowledge by ideology. Ideologies of various kinds. Ideologies meaning the idea holds sway, absolute sway. Nothing can challenge the idea. Why? Because the ideas I'm talking about, the ideas that are now the absolute orthodoxy on the left, are ideas which are said to embody goodness, virtue. They're said to embody the betterment of humanity. So if you stand against any of these ideas, if you say there's something fundamentally wrong with any of these ideas, you're not only wrong-headed, but you are evil, because you are standing in the way of the betterment of humanity. Therefore, you want bad things for human beings. You want bad things for the earth, for the planet. And consequently, you can't be argued against. You must be stopped. You must be stifled. You must be refused a platform. Nobody must hear what you say. So what are these ideologies? There are many ideologies. Multiculturalism, the idea that you cannot say Western society or any society is better or worse than any other. Lifestyle choice, the idea that you cannot say any kind of family household arrangement is better or worse than any other, and so on and so forth. Now, the point about an ideology, as I've just said, is that the idea is absolute. It cannot admit to any dissent or challenge whatsoever.
So they actually do believe in a truth, in an absolute truth.
Well, rather like the Catholic Church of medieval period, believe in the absolute truth. But the fact is this, an ideology is therefore inimical to reason itself. Because if you come along with a set of facts, and you say, here are facts which challenge your idea of whatever it is. Here are facts which show that children are better off with a father and a mother. Here are facts which show that the earth was warmer many millennia ago. Here are facts which show whatever. And they contradict the governing idea of the ideology. You are told, no. We cannot have this. These cannot be facts. You are lying. You must be lying. And we won't even hear these facts. In other words, we're in a situation now where ideology says evidence is nowhere. Now, if evidence is nowhere, then rationality and reason are nowhere, because you cannot have reason without evidence and without the idea of truth and lies being different from each other. And so we have this really horrific and terrifying situation in which the brightest and the best of us in our universities, the people entrusted with the education of our young people, the people entrusted with the transmission of our culture, the people entrusted with thinking great thoughts, are themselves promulgating a culture which has become inimical to reason itself, and they believe that they stand for reason. They believe, and they tell us, that anyone who objects to any of this is stupid, is an imbecile. Their imbecility demonstrated by the fact that they believe in something as ridiculous as objective truth. But they themselves are presiding over and have made our universities into crucibles not of knowledge, but of the destruction of reason itself. And so what we're living through in Britain and the West, in my view, is even worse than the potential destruction of political liberty, even worse than the destruction of the very idea of the Western nation and national identity. We're living through the destruction of reason. And all around us we find that rational argument, discussion, civil discourse, encompassing ideas which may compete with each other. We may have disagreements and be civil to each other. All gone. Replaced by insult. Insult designed not just to wound, but to silence.
To silence.
To shut down the argument.
Silence, yeah.